My name is Aridia. Welcome to Panorama 2. We're going to do a brake test. Before we start to do the air brake test, we're going to start the engine. And you must be have the pressure in 90. And now you're going to bring it at 120 or 125 psi. You have to let the system build up the air by themselves. Okay? We're going to hear the sound when the governor cut off. When the governor cut off, we're going to continue to do the air brake test. We're still waiting because we don't hear no sound yet. We're still waiting. I hear the governor cut off. That means they've reached already the 120 psi. The next step is like shut it off. The engine, you must have or leave the power on and relieve the parking brake. When you relieve the parking brake, you must be hold the service brake. Relieve the parking brake. All right. Now, when the needle, the stable light, now you're going to do the first step, which is you're going to wait for 1 minute. You should not lose or drop 2 psi in 1 whole minute. This is the static leak. You should not lose no more than 2 psi in 1 whole minute. You keep watching, you keep looking that needle because this is the your primary tank. You got one. And the second one is this one, but you always have to watch this one, the first one, the front one. Okay? Okay? Pretend that 1 minute's gone by. See? The needle doesn't move. That means that you don't lose no pressure at all. Now we're going to go to check the next step, which is the service brake. You have to hold the service brake. You're going to look for air leak. You're going to hold it. Wait for the needle to stabilize. And you should not lose or drop no more than 3 psi in 1 whole minute. You hold it and wait. You keep watching your needle. Okay, pretend 1 minute's gone by. You see the needle not even move, so you didn't lose no pressure at all. Next step, you're gonna check the warning light or the low air warning light, which should come out at 60 psi. So how will you do that? We have to pump the brake, not too fast. Okay. And when see the the low air warning light coming at 63 psi, which is good, which is working properly. Now we're gonna check now the parking brake. That means if you don't pay attention to that warning light, so now the parking brake is gonna pop up when you continue pop it up. Parking brake pop out at 40 psi. When you hear it, you can see it in here. It's working properly. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna bring it, we're gonna build that back, the pressure, because we don't have no air. So we're gonna bring it up back again to 120 psi. But in that gap, we're gonna check if the system build up the air to 85 or reach 85 psi in 45 seconds or less. You don't use anything. You don't press, no gas, nothing. You have to let the system work by themselves. Okay? So you keep watching. You must have a watch in your hand. You need 45 seconds. I counted. We got 50. We only have like 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 30 seconds. So it reached the 85 psi in 35 seconds, which is working properly. Now you let the system build up the pressure all the way up to 120. Again, you're gonna hear the cutoff to warning you. The system reached build up the air pressure at 120 or 125. the governor cut off, that means they reached the pressure. If you have one of the J of the D, so maybe cut off at 150 or 100. But this is brand new bus. They're going to take it only 100 or 125 psi. Now the next step that we're going to do, we shock the wheel. So we completed the whole brake test. Now the last part of the brake test is to check the parking brake and the service brake. First thing, you check your service brake, the parking brake, because it's already applied. So how you do that? So you put it in drive, hold the brake, your service brake, and you press to 10 RPM. See? That's it. The bus doesn't move. That means it's working properly. The parking brake is holding properly. Now we're gonna put it in drive again and relieve the parking brake, and we're gonna move forward at least 3 times at 5 miles per hour. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. So the service brake, they're working properly because they stop the bus, and also they not put on one side or the other. Thank you.